But let's get rid of the music. It is Clan-Mystik against Titans, the French rivalry. Kenny is playing his ex-own team. And obviously Titan has a lot to prove after the loss in the group stages of EMS 1 Katowice. So let's see if they can get back on track against Clan-Mystik, their fellow Frenchmen. Clan-Mystik being represented by Hearts, Kenny S, SF, Kyoshima and GMX. SF is also known as Super Fighter. While Titan is obviously represented by Smith, Shoxy, NBK, Scream and Existence. And Existence gets the first frag on Ramp Room, follows it up with a nade to the lower bird's nest. Smith is covering him, trying to keep the CTs. Oh, Kenny S with a nice headshot, just clicked Existence away there. Hutz with another one onto Smith, who just got Kenny S refragged, and it is a 3v3. GMX down to 5 HP, so basically a free kill there for Titan. And GMX goes down to Scream, who is still holding upper bomb side while the CTs are on upper. And the bomb is planted lower, so Kyoshima has a long way to go. He's already there now through the vents he went, and he's got 2 terrorists to find. One in the vents, he takes him out with a nice headshot. Now one around the corner. He knows that NBK is there. NBK is playing with the door. Look at him, he's just outsmarting Kyoshima. Kyoshima can't get in there and finally needs to take the long route. NBK running through the door now to keep Kyoshima away. Now Kyoshima running through the door himself, and finally NBK goes down to the bomb thanks to the running in the circles. Kyoshima not able to get the better of the French analyst, who happens to be a pro player at the same time. And Titan win the first round on the terrorist side, 1-0. Obviously a great start on the harder side of Nuke. Let's see if they can build onto that. The CT is always good for an upset in the pistol rounds. Still playing CSGO, so pistols are really strong, and the CT side provides perfect rotation times. So Titan already lost Shoxy to Kyoshima. Now Smith just raging in with his Bison, wasted roughly 30 bullets to get the frag. Scream takes out Kenny S on the outside in garage. Smith is now taking care of one CT but gets ambushed. MBK takes out Kyoshima from behind, and Hart's not quite able to finish off Smith. He ran out of bullets, and now Smith is able to get out of there with only 7 HP left. What a lucky little Schmidt man. Bomb gets planted, and Hart's the only one standing for Clan-Mystik. Now trying to take out as many weapons as possible, while Clan-Mystik has dropped a player, so Kenny S should be reconnecting any second. There he is again. While Hearts is now rushed by the terrorist, he takes out Existence, just running past him. Oh wait, there's a frag, I just have to take him out, and Hearts firing away on MBK, takes him down to 43 HP, but still not quite able to finish him off. Now runs for his life to save the rest of his armor and helmet. While MBK goes down to the bomb, Scream survives with his AK, and Hearts takes this 43 HP of the armor next to the next round. That's what he was running for in the end of the round. And Titan with the next weapon round. The CT is still having to save, and Smith is the man to take point here. He will meet some opposition and just tease them a little bit. Now he fires away, gets the frag finally onto SF. Now needs to reload his weapon, instead switches to the Glock and takes out Kenny S from afar. Great work by Smith controlling his weapons there. NBK with a quick headshot onto Kyoshima, already decimating the CTs to 2 players. GMX and Shoxy and Hearts go down to Shoxy and Smith. So Mr. Smith already racking up 6 frags in just 3 rounds, so a nice average kill per rounds ratio for him. And Clan-Mystik now with the first weapon round. They have it all to do. They need this round to get onto the map, otherwise Titan will potentially be able to catch them in a downward spiral, considering their money situation. And Kenny is really aggressively pushed into the red container, gets sprayed from the right, looks away and gets a flash, so he needs to really try to stay alive and get into the A-bomb site. He just barely got there with 12 HP remaining. GMX gave his life for him, got killed by Scream, who was trying to actually kill Kenny S there. But GMX showed up and saved Kenny S's life, gave his own. And SF just took down 2 terrorists, Existence on the outside and 1 in ramp room, to pull that round back into Clan-Mystik's favor. But Kenny S and SF are down to 15 HP. NBK with 58 on the terrorist side. And the terrorists are trying to push into ramp room and through the secret stairs to attack the lower bomb site. Scream is now the point man. He gets a frag onto Hearts where he shouldn't have collected it. MBK follows up with a flash onto the spot and into Bird's Nest. Shoxy now the backstabbing guy that snuck down into secret stairs but gets trapped by SF from behind. Oh, NBK goes down as well, and it's a 3v1 in favor of the CT. Scream with 2 frags standing. He is on the ace, but Kiyoshima from the left took him out with ease and defuses the bomb straight away. Clan-Mystik did exactly what I was expecting from them, taking the 4th round, making it 3-1, and enable themselves to get some more control on the terrorists, who are still able to buy up thanks to the 3 consecutive round wins. And the CTs are not yet out of the thick of things. If they lose this one, they will be in an awkward situation once again. So they have to hang on. Titan setting up the smokes for outside, now pushing in. They've got 2 in lobby, 3 on the outside, and Kenny S already spotted them. Throws out the nade that just misses all of them. I think Scream was tagged by that a little bit, but now Titan rushes in. They really want to close out Kenny S every round, but Kenny S is just like a fish slipping through their fingers, taking refuge in the main hall of A. While GMX takes over the outside covering. Just barely missed a frag on screen there, and now it's SF to prevent the terrorists from pushing into the lower bomb site. SF just spraying away, tapping it into Shoxy, and Shoxy goes down 3v5 in favor of the CTs. Kenny is with the AWP in lower bomb site, but every terrorist is on the upper one. Kiyoshima, the only CT to hold that, but Spy's Existence puts a bullet to his head and takes him out with that. Scream and NBK now against 5 CTs. NBK already spotted and shot at. GMX goes down nonetheless, but the redirected nade by Kiyoshima, very intelligent throw there, took him out in the end, and Kiyoshima just has to finish off Scream, who was trying to get into the bomb site from the front. Clan-Mystik taking 2 in a row and getting back into the game right away, but Titan potentially could squeeze out something like a force buy, but they decide to go for nades. Nades and P250, so the Titan XVG strategy coming out. They just don't want to give anything to Clan-Mystik for free. Existence already caught a nade. And remember, this is the second ESEA game for Clan-Mystik tonight. They already won against NIP 16-6. And Maybe they can build some momentum on the CT side and upset the second favorite tonight. Kenny S must have spotted the terrorist over there in Squeaky. But he's smoked out now, and Kiyoshima just racking up 3 kills from rafters. Great work by him. GMX chimes in with 1 as well, but Kiyoshima really like a robot, just going from player to player, putting bullets left and right. Just great work by him so far. He's got 11 frags on the board already in 6 rounds. So he easily took over Smith, who has still 6 frags from the first 3 rounds. And is yet to be seen in the remainder of the rounds. But Kiyoshima really racking up the frags there on rafters with a 3k in this round. Titan now desperate to get back on track because the CTs are building their money and the chances get slim if you can't force a save round onto the CTs. You end up losing round after round on the terrorist side. And Titan is now working strong to prevent that. They have a 4-man push into ramp, but timing is off. SF is able to take down 3, just like Kiyoshima did in the upper bomb site. SF is standing tall on the ramp room, and this leaves only Shoxy against 3 CTs. He's on the lobby. The bomb is dropped in ramp room. Kiyoshima already checking out lobby from A entrance. Shoxy spies him, maybe gets a frag, but Kiyoshima backs off. Intelligent play. He even uses the smoke to get away. Maybe a little overreaction there. And he rotated towards the lower bomb site while his teammates are covering the bomb. And Kiyoshima, nice position, but Shoxy is prepared for that. Gets the frag, and Hearts just needed to turn around and take Shoxy out, who just had a little bit of HP left. 4-3 now for Clan-Mystik. And Titan finally has to save. And soon they will hit the loser bonus mark and they can buy up every round. So Titan, after getting the 3-0 scoreline, lost their edge and just slipped away a little bit. Clan-Mystik now in full control, and Kenny S with a great shot onto Shoxy on the outside. Just, you saw when he picked him up, and then he moved his crosshair together with the player and shot him when he got down from the box. Great work by Kenny S. He really knows his play. And another one by Kenny S onto existence. Kiyoshima got 2 as well. One with a nade, one with the M4A4. No, only NBK against 5 CTs. He takes out GMX, turns around, but Hearts is there, prepared for the peak. And NBK not able to take out any more weapons of the CTs. And as you can see yourself, the CTs are building up money like the Swiss bankers. And they should consider dropping for GMX sometime soon, because Kenny S will hit 16,000. And, well, it's just a waste of money if you hit 16,000 already. And you still get the winner bonus. It's wasted. So if Kenny S drops for GMX, they get leveled up again, and Kenny S can get the full money bonus again, because his bank is not full. So that's it for the money theory for now. Titan is on another weapon round, and Smith is down to 3 HP already thanks to an early encounter. And he couldn't even put any damage into the CTs, so he's dropped that already and didn't do anything. GMX got 1 in the entry, but Existence is there with a refrag, and a refrag again. A 3v3 evolving. Existence goes down, and so is Scream. Now it's only NBK again standing as the last player against 2 CTs. In fact, it was 3 CTs at the beginning. He took out Hearts, but then was caught in between SF and Kiyoshima, who had no problems taking control of that situation. And Titan now, thanks to the loser bonus, that was German pronunciation there, thanks to the loser bonus, they can buy up now and have a try at stealing a round away from their fellow Frenchmen every single round now from now on, until they win a round. and then they will get reset. But let's see what MBK is able to do there. He puts a bullet into Kiyoshima, takes out one of the most valuable players at the moment in his match. He wanted to follow that up with a frag onto Hearts, but Hearts was getting away. GMX though, with a surprise frag onto Existence. Existence just walked into him there. And the bomb is right around the corner. GMX... Nah, no, the bomb is actually in lower, I think. Yeah. Scream is carrying the bomb into lower, into the vents. And the terrorists are setting up for a vent A execution, I think. Here they go. Scream with a flash of his teammates. Pops out. GMX takes it out instantly. But GMX should fall to NBK. He does. Kenny S though, and SF with a rotation. And great work by SF there. A 2K headshot spray down of the M4A4 finishes all the hopes of Titan of getting that strategy through and winning a round with that. So even if Titan thinks of something fancy, Clan-Mystik comes back at them and turns around into their favor. Now it's 7-3. And as I said, Titan again with a force buy. And they work themselves up into the outer bomb, into the outer space. Kiyoshima there on the corner takes out Existence. A little cocky play by Kiyoshima there, but finally he gets killed by Shoxy, who really had to get the frag there. But wow, MBK, Smiths and Scream with a 3 frags each in just a second made it a 4v1. SF still able to pull out 2 frags there from upper, but Shoxy and Scream in the end take him out. Titan finally back on the board, and now it's time for Clan-Mystik to completely screw their money system over by winning the next round. And it would be awesome for Clan-Mystik to have a really huge lead on the CT side. They could relax a little on the terrorist side. And that's exactly what they did against NAP, even though they had a good lead on the terrorist side already. Mystik with a nice setup for the ramp push that Titan was trying to execute. GMX with a 3K. Scream is the only one there to maybe pull things back, but Kenny S is now covering for GMX. No room for Scream to push into ramp room anymore. There are 3 CTs now stacked. They know the bomb is somewhere around there. They must have seen it drop. And Kiyoshima now takes a perfect position, smokes the bomb up as well, and Hearts is now covering the back against Shoxy. Shoxy having big trouble taking him down. Shoxy in fact goes down to Hearts' USP, who pulled it out after he wasted all the bullets into some wall behind Shoxy. And wow, you're really not used to stuff like that from the Belgian player. And well, Scream still standing alone against 3 CTs. He's trying his best, but the time is running low as well, and Kiyoshima finally finishes him off. 8-4 now for Clan-Mystik, and they screw Titan's money completely. Only Scream with 6K might be able to buy something worthy. And he actually dropped pistols for his teammates. I think that was correct. Yeah, he dropped P250s for his teammates. So, nice communication by Titan. And he himself purchased an AK. So, let's see what he's able to do with that. He's on the boiler on the outside. And he's looking for the frag onto Kenny S. But Kenny S is nowhere to be seen. In fact, he takes out Shoxy and Smith as well. Great work by Kenny S again. From the secret stairs, he still survives with 13 HP, so they even let him get away with those cheeky 2 frags. Hearts with a frag onto NBK, Scream and Existence left alive for the terrorists. Scream with the AK. He's the man to make it work, but he goes down to a headshot by Kiyoshima, and Existence only able to get one more back. CM finished the round with 4 players alive, so their money is really stacked right now. There's no way Titan could control them anymore, and it's only 2 more rounds left in the half. So a potential 11-4 half coming in for Clan-Mystik, while Titan is trying their best to get the last 2 rounds and make it 9-6, and this would be a rather okay scoreline for them, so it's not over yet, even though it looks bad for the French of Titan X Very Games. Shoxy now, Kenny S just got silenced by NBK. He had the better peek, he had the AWP in hand, but NBK just raged and put him down. Now it's Hearts on the bomb site, gets pushed from every angle, and in an instant, Titan just swooped the floor with Mystik. Finally an upper push coming through by Titan, and everything worked perfectly for them in this round. You always can see that if the defending CTs get dropped in one single moment, that means the terrorists are executing their strategies to the max. And really synchronized fragging there. Everybody had his angle covered. Titan are rewarded with a 5th round. Now Clan-Mystik switched up a little bit. They have an auto sniper on GMX, and he's currently holding the catwalk, and he's massively flashed by the terrorists. Still gets a frag onto Shoxy, and another one to follow it up on Scream. They were just too carelessly running out without peeking first. 3v5 now thanks to the auto scope. Clan-Mystik looking strong in this round. GMX with another one onto Smith, and he's on the ace even. NBK though gets killed by Kiyoshima in HUD, and it's only Existence to be finished off by SF. Great work by GMX's auto scope with a 3k. He takes the last round of the half and makes it 10-5. And somehow my CSGO decides to die in the halftime again. So I need to reconnect real quick. Stay tuned. I hope this doesn't get normal. So yeah, any criticism, just put in a message. I can't read along the chat, and I'm always happy to receive what you have to say about my casting. And then I tell you, try it yourself and talk in front of 3,000 people. And we will be back with a match in just a second. Just have to copy the IP address and re-enter it. And there we go. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Join the gang and show your love. Of course, it is appreciated if you subscribe. The game is loading, so decent half by both teams, to be honest. Titan with the pistols should have gotten more rounds, to be honest. Only got 2 weapon rounds, but I think Clan-Mystik are on a run at the moment, and it's really hard to stop them with all the confidence they have thanks to winning 16-6 against NIP, which even if NIP was playing just for fun, they should have gotten more rounds, to be honest. And yeah, so Clan-Mystik looking good today. And of course, if any one of you has too much money, you can always donate. Through PayPal. Yeah, I mean follow. I just mix it up with the YouTube stuff all the time. I'm sorry. So live with a pistol round between Titan and Clan-Mystik in the ESEA Season 16. Let's see if Titan can claw their way back on the CT side into this match. They have to stop Kiyoshima, of course. He's going massive at the moment. And the terrorists are still hanging around main and lobby, and it will be an A go. It is happening right now. Shoxy takes out GMX for the first frag. Scream is slowly peeking into Squeaky. Gets a headshot onto Kiyoshima. And 3 CTs bunched up in Bird's Nest. Kenny S and Hearts trying to get into vents, but they block each other and they prevented themselves from hiding from the CTs. Luckily enough, Hearts was taking out MBK at the same time. So no harm, no fail for the French of Mystique. Hearts and Kenny is now trying to stick together to make a 2v1 duel, and Existence goes down to Kenny S. He frags his own old in-game leader, and Hearts now from the vents takes out Scream, who was prepared for Kenny S to push from the doors, and a great 2v2 situation won by Clan-Mystik. They take the pisses on the terrorist side, and it is so much harder for Titan now. Clan-Mystik will probably reach at least 12-5 or 13 even. And then Titan will come back in massive fashion. Or they will give away this game. We will see. Clan-Mystik went for a rather full buy already. 2 AKs, 2 Galeers and 1 P90. They don't go for the SMGs or for a safe. Maybe on Kenny S or something. They decide to go full in, and Kenny S with a one shot onto NBK. Stops his peeking on the ramp room. Runs into the lower side to secure that, while his team is slowly coming after him. Kenny S with another one, and another one onto Scream and Vents. Great work by him, another 3k by Kenny S, and GMX finishes off Smith on the outside. Kenny S was already on his way to collect that frag as well, and he's really eager to show his fellow or ex-teammates what he's capable of, and they really must be kicking themselves for kicking him out. But I think it was more or less the personality that wasn't suitable for Existence and the guys, and I think that's why they removed him from the roster. Well, he's still doing good, and maybe Clan-Mystik will get even stronger in the future. And we have 3 top French teams, LDLC, Titan and Clan-Mystik, and of course there are 2 somewhat lower tier, still top tier teams coming up. And Kenny S with a 2k in ramp room, SF with 1, Existence the only CT to reply, and SF just pulls out his weapon, his pistol, to take out MBK. Solid anti-echo round by Clan-Mystik, and Kenny S luckily lost his weapon, so he's actually able to purchase his AWP and battle Smiths now. Let's see where Smith is headed and what Kenny S is trying to do with his AWP. Kenny S is going into ramp room while Smiths is going into the outside. No one there for either of the 2 AWP players. Okay, Kenny S decides to go into Squeaky and gets killed by NBK. Smith so with a second frag onto GMX. It's a 3v5, and Titans show they are still in the game. They still haven't given up. Hearts goes down to Shoxy, and it looks like a complete lockdown by Titan. Kiyoshima the only one alive for Clan-Mystik, and somehow I need to use my brain and switch to him manually because the auto-director doesn't want to. And he's trying to save the AWP in the most obvious spot ever invented to save a weapon in the terrorist spawn. Decides to go even further away from the CTs and have a somewhat tighter angle. It is best of one. It is the ESEA Invite Season 16. Ah, and Kirishima just misses the AWP shot. Now connects with Smith. 3 CTs remaining. They are still running at him like mad. They know the AWP is supposed to be dropped to Kenny S in the next round, and he can really do the damage. And Kirishima, look at him, just sneaking through the smoke, getting away from the CTs and surviving in the smoke. Great play by Kirishima. Surviving that save was awesome. The 2 CTs had no clue he was going through the smoke. They tagged him a little bit in the end, but it wasn't enough to take out the weapon, and Kenny S is happy to get his big green gun back, while Smith is AWPing again on the outside. He might face some opposition sometime soon. Mystik not even smoking up garage whatsoever. Smith takes out GMX, free kill for him. Now Kenny S knows where his counterpart is, and he just missed him. He missed his toe like a mistletoe. And well, the terrorists are kind of stuck on the outside right now. They wanna have Smith's gone before they make their move, but the CTs are kind of comfortable at the moment. Finally, Smith goes down to Kenny S, and the terrorists are free to move around the outside again. It's still quite obvious where they want to go. Titan is already preparing themselves for a secret stair push. Shoxy on the vents, and Existence in the window room, and Shoxy, wow, with a 2 headshot spray down. SF and Hearts go down to his M4A1. Kenny S and Kirishima now alone against 3 CTs. Kenny S with a close quarter frag onto Scream. I don't know how he saw him, but he must have felt him. Takes him out with ease in the close quarter fight, and another one by Kenny S. He must have shot the weapon, I think. It was just too awesome and too fast to see. 3 kills for Kenny S in this round, and 3 awesomely important ones as well. Clan-Mystik taking this weapon round 14-6, and Titan really needs to think about that round again, because it was only Kenny S there with the AWP, and he did all the work for his team. Existence, Scream and Shox with rifles, the rest is unequipped. And MBK with a nice CZ spray down onto SF and Kenny S, and he follows it up with the last bullet of his weapon. Just, yeah, okay, now he picked up the AK and he's left with 3 HP. Let's see what he's doing now. He's retreating into the lower bomb site, into the arms of his teammates, so he's not exposed to initial fire. Kirishima takes out Shoxy. He was supposed to kind of cover MBK and keep him alive, but it is a 2v4 already, and the bomb is dropped in ramp room, so Titans should be taking this round and make it 7-14. Let's see what Mystik is able to do with their 2 remaining AKs. They might take out a few weapons of the Titans to make it even more expensive. And GMX pushing around the corner. He doesn't know that Scream is right around the corner. Gets taken out by a headshot. And it's a 4v1 now. Kirishima romping around. The CTs already know where he's at. He's down by Existence, who picks up the AK. Smith repicks his AWP. And it goes back and forth now on the second half. After the initial 3 rounds, the CTs won 1, then they gave 1 away. And now they have won a rather low equipped round with only 3 rifles in their lineup, thanks to NBK's CSAT spraydown. And we are paused for unknown reasons. Maybe Titan need the strategic timeout there to get themselves together a little bit. Because, well, maybe they themselves feel fine losing those games, but the community goes nuts and they lose all their prestige, and everybody thinks of Titans as more or less the ones that never really got to the finish line, and that's probably hurting their reputation. So they really need to get some good showings, even though it's only online. They need to get themselves back up again. And yeah, MBK with a max 7. Why is that? I wonder what position NBK will take with that max 7. Clan-Mystik with a force buy maybe could get through with a 15th round, but it will be awesomely hard. So let's see what they plan to do in the next round. They probably use the time to talk about some strategy. Somebody shot Kenny S with a real live AWP. So we're live, and Kenny S, yeah, Clan-Mystik decides to save completely. So okay, 4 CSAT aka P250s in their lineup, only Hearts completely saving, and Titan with the first frag onto Kenny S. Yushima playing hide and peek with Scream and goes down to the headshot. Oh, GMX with another one onto Scream, answers back, makes it a 2v4, but Smith is there on the outside with the AWP. SF and Hearts just need to find a way to plant the bomb or get a few more kills, or maybe get their hands on one of the rifles that was dropped by Scream. Okay, there's only one rifle being dropped at the moment, but they are looking forward to dropping more weapons as soon as they make their move. Smith is covering the outside, but he knows that there's somebody on the main entrance. Existence prepares for that, gets a frag onto Hearts and follows it up with a nice spray onto SF. No problem whatsoever. Great communication by Titan. And this might get themselves back into the game, even though they have to overcome an additional weapon round until they can get to the 10 to 14 scoreline. And no AWP in the hands of Kenny S. Yeah, they decided to get him some armor and a helmet instead of the AWP, and it's probably a wise choice. GMX fastly pushing into the vents, Shoxy battling on the outside together with Kiyoshima, and Kiyoshima gets the better of Shoxy, the star player. GMX pushing into Smith from behind, Existent takes care of him, makes it a 3v4 again, but that push by GMX was really worth the while. NBK with one onto Kiyoshima, but Kenny has replies. Now it's Scream replies again, and Hearts answers back. So Existence against 2 terrorists, and SF puts him down. Clan-Mystik reaching the 15th round, and Titan now hanging loose. 8 rounds on the board, only very limited amounts of money in the bank. And Clan-Mystik just need to pick that round up. It should be fairly easy. Now Titan worked out all the way to almost supply everybody with a rifle instead of, except for NBK, who stays with his CZ. But he already saw what he's able to do with that weapon. So he is as dangerous as he could be with a rifle. And Existence with the first, with a second. Only G-Max puts down Shoxy. Makes it a 3v4. Titan trying to survive this round and maybe make the terrorists safe in one of the next rounds. Probably not the next round, but in the round after next round. If they win 2 in a row, they can't really give away any rounds anymore. Obviously, Clan-Mystik with a 15th round sitting at game point. And it is a best of 1 in the ESEA Season 16 group stages, or league stage, I would call it. Kishima down to 47 HP, and the terrorists all crammed up in ramp. The go comes in, and Smiths with a nice flashed shot onto Kiyoshima. NBK now pushes up with a CZ, gets a headshot onto SF. He's really playing it like a rifle, and it's paying off for Titan. Only hearts now against 3 CTs. NBK straight ahead, and Hart's not able to take care of him, even though NBK had the worse weapon. And he really should play CZ only. I mean, he could be he could just use his own CZ, and when it's empty, he could get another CZ dropped by one of his teammates and play with that again. So maybe that would be a viable strategy for Titan in the future, because NBK is really going nuts with that small automatic pistol. But Clan-Mystik obviously in control of the match. They give this round away, but it is a safe round, and they just storm into A. Scream and Shoxy take care of them. A 2 and a 3k. Nothing special for an Echo Bash. And now we are back with a weapon round. Not yet. Okay, Clan-Mystik will go for a full buy next round. They don't wanna force the matter right now. They wanna try their luck with the pistols. NBK gets one onto GMX. Kenyes refrags him, but Shoxy is there to finish off Kiyoshima, and the bomb is dropped in main. The remaining 3 terrorists will probably be covered in a second as soon as Titan has repositioned themselves. And a nice flash for Existence enables him to take out SF without opposition. Hearts down to 89 HP, Kenyes with 15. So 1 free kill and 1 basically free kill. Smith knows that there's a terrorist in radio room, even though he's not able to finish him off as of yet. Existence takes out Kenyes for his second of the round, and Smith finally finds Hearts in ramp room, or in radio room rather, after Hearts was playing hide and seek with him, jumping back and forth from the gap. And as I said, well, Titan back in the game, 11-15. It's just so fast on Nuke, and you suddenly have lost track of the score. Clan-Mystik now need to worry about the scoreline. They need the bomb plan at least. And Shoxy on rafters gets a nice frag onto GMX, who was trying to jump into the vents once more, just to surprise Smith from secret stairs, as he did in one of the rounds before. 4v5 in favor of the CTs, and Smith knows that there's somebody right around there. He doesn't know that the terrorist already went into the secret stairs and is on lower already. Now he's rotating. Finally, he got a grip on the action and heads towards Bird's Nest to get a better peek. Takes a look on the outside to be really sure, and NBK just takes out Kenny S, who was not having any idea where Smith is coming from, where NBK is coming from. And Smith and Existence stack the ramp room, get 2 frags, and make it a 3v1. So it looks like Titan will close down the gap and make it 12 to 15. Maybe we can even... Will there be... Yeah, it is 16-16, yeah. I'm not sure if we have overtime in ESEA.
Counter-terrorists win.
When time runs out, Kiyoshima just decided to save his weapon and the nades. And he rightfully did so. The terrorists struggling now on the money side. If they give away this round, they probably need to save again. And this would let Titan reach the 14th score, the 14th round. So let's see. Clan-Mystik completely stacked in the lobby area. Titan with 2 in main. Trying to slow the terrorists down. They kinda had a rough idea that the terrorists might be attacking A already. But the terrorists are now deciding to go into secret stairs and take out Choxy over there. Great opening for Clan-Mystik. Taking out Choxy, making it a 4v4. Now is Smith with his AWP. SF and Hearts down to low HP as well. And they are kind of trapped now in the secret stairs between 2 CTs on the front and 1 in the back. GMX and Kiyoshima decide to make a run for it, take out Smith and Scream, make it in a 4v2, and MEK and Existence now live to fight for Titan to let them overcome this 4v2 situation and maybe enable Titan to get to the 15 to 15 scoreline. But Existence now alone against 3 terrorists, and SF puts a bullet to his head, takes him out, and Clan-Mystik upset the second favorite tonight.